Hey everyone, welcome
Hey.
in. We have a special guest with us here tonight. So
We do.
very excited to have Jeff of Diz Our Dream with us on the stream tonight.
Too
Yeah,
kind.
we're really glad you could join us, Jeff. That's great.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Really miss you.
I'm about to say, I figure most people, that for sure, that are usually in on our streams know who you guys are and also follow y'all. But in the event, there's anyone watching the stream, on replay or further on down the line, or even people that may be watching, ghosting or ninja watching. Please go check out Diz Our Dreams channel. They're a great family. I thoroughly enjoy their content, and we're so appreciative to them, befriending us and supporting us too. And so definitely check them out. They're a wonderful family, and have a lot of respect and love for the Diz Our Dreams family.
You guys are too kind. Too kind.
Thanks.
Well, we appreciate you being here. Looking for some more people while we kind of wait for everybody to wander in. Dean's already here, and a gobble-tastic Tuesday night to you, Dean.
Dean.
as usual, Dean, you make us smile, buddy, all the time. Okay, just an FYI, guys. Halloween is 25 days away.
That's correct.
Wow.
Christmas is 80 days away. And my personal favorite countdown, my trip to Disney World is 39 days away.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's so exciting. I'm really excited for you, Mom. I know, you had been more recently since Jillian and I had been to the parks, but it's been it'll have been a little over a year since you've been in the parks, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I was there in 2019, September of 2019, and went to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party.
Yeah, it's the first time you've ever done that, right?
It was, and it was absolutely phenomenal. I think that may have been the best time I've ever had at Disney. And that's saying a lot,
I was about to say, you were the only one there. What are you trying to say, Mom?
Solo trips are the best, baby.
I tell you, it was that party is. I've never done Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, because when we went one year for Christmas for William's birthday, which is on Christmas Day, the tickets were sold out. We weren't able to go.
Yeah.
And so I don't have anything to compare it to, but listen, I absolutely love that party. I had that party. You've been right, Jeff.
I've been to the Halloween. I've been to the Christmas, and I enjoy the Halloween more than the Christmas party.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat. Jillian and I went back in 2016 to the Christmas party, and actually that's just where I got the shirt from.
Yeah,
but yeah, we went back in 2016, and then I think I went to the Very Merry Christmas party on a trip with my best friend and his family back in 2009, actually, because we graduated later on that school year in 2010. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, absolutely. I'm 100% biased towards Christmas, partially because it's also my birthday. But yeah, absolutely. I agree for sure, Jeff, that Halloween is the superior party. No doubt.
Don't get me wrong. Christmas is good.
It is.
Yeah.
Halloween is just that much better in my opinion.
I'm sure Dances with Goofy has a legit question for those of you who have been to both. Which one had better cookies?
Well, Christmas had the better cookies because there weren't any cookies for Halloween. So
yeah, just lots of good candy, and I mean candy. I mean the good stuff. I mean the Mars, chocolate. Yeah, the good stuff.
Yeah, we have some Christmas or Halloween party royalty with us here in the chat tonight. Talking about Mike, he says that parade has to be one of my favorite parades that I did when I worked there. I was a grave digger.
Mike Wheeler. Mike Wheeler. Okay. Yeah, just a moment of silence.
Salute to you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Salute to you, sir. That had to be an awesome experience.
Oh my gosh, Mike.
I really, I look forward to, hopefully on this next trip, hopefully getting to, see you in person, Mike, and talk to you, about some of your memories and stuff. And
oh yeah, absolutely.
I feel like that'd be really cool, and I'd love to talk with you about it.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to talk. Do you have any video of that? Oh my gosh.
I think I have a picture. I'm looking for a picture of Mike.
I was about to say, I want to say on Monarch Moments channel, they had shared several on one of their streams. They'd shared several pictures of him.
I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one as with Mike as a gravedigger. Oh my gosh, the Gravediggers are kind of the stars of that show. The Gravediggers.
Yeah, they're so cool looking.
Love that.
That must have been fun.
The makeup and the costumes are phenomenal for the grave.
Oh yeah.
I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm looking for the picture of Mike. So I'm
no,
totally,
you're good.
I'm totally listening.
I would love to see it. Just quickly, this day in Disney history, just a couple of things here. 1971, Walt Disney World's Sunshine Pavilion was officially dedicated on this day. Of course, the park opened October the 1st, but Sunshine Pavilion, I think, had kind of its own separate dedication, obviously. Songstress Anita Bryant sang the Orange Bird song and Orange Tree with the governor of Florida pressing an orange button to formally open the $3 million Tropical Serenade at Sunshine Pavilion. So pretty cool. And and this is something that I really didn't know as far as this lady's connection to Disney. In 1989, actress Bette Davis passed away at age 81 in France. With a career spanning 60 years and 100 acting credits, she is regarded as one of the greatest actresses in Hollywood history. Her Disney credits, I didn't know Bette Davis had Disney credits, include the sci-fi adventure Return from Witch Mountain in 1978. She was Letha Wedge, and also the supernatural horror The Watcher in the Woods in 1980. So I had no idea that Bette Davis had done a Return from Witch Mountain. So may have to go back and rewatch that one.
Hey, Mom, I think I want to say I just saw a message pop up on Instagram. I think that Mike may have just sent us a picture. Yeah. I can see Jeff's trying to show it.
I'm sorry about the glare.
Oh, gosh. Super. Thanks so much, Mike.
There's Mikey as a grave digger.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. That's the one that I saw on Monarch Moment stream.
Oh, my gosh. Let's see. Mike.
If I do that, that's a little bit better.
Cool.
I would show it off, but I'm using my phone to stream. So you'll have to do the honors too, Mom.
Wow. And I've got a different one.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Mike sent me a different one.
Yes.
See if you can zoom in on him, Mom.
Wow.
I said, see if you can zoom in a little bit on him. That with your your fingers on the phone.
Is that just
super
amazing?
Cool.
That is just that. There he is. There's Mike Wheeler, our one of our ghost hosts, moderators in the chat. God, that's awesome, Mike. Thanks for that. That is so cool. That is so neat.
Mike's done it all.
We're very impressed with you, but now we're even more impressed with you.
Yeah.
So thanks. And the last thing I wanted to tell you about, in 2014, it was announced on this day that Memento Mori, the Haunted Mansion themed merchandise shop over by the Haunted Mansion, was officially opened in Liberty Square. So
nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a friend that I grew up going to church camp with, and then we also went to the same university later on down the line, and she did the college program, and that was one of the places that she worked at during her time in the college program.
Yeah.
She said honestly, she thinks kind of where it's located, like some people pass right by it and don't even know it's there.
Oh, I think people do. I think people do pass right by it. And to me, the merch at Memento Mori has gotten better over the years. I think they've really upped their game as far as the Haunted Mansion merch. Don't you think, Jeff?
some neat items in that place. I'm kind of partial to the Haunted Mansion. That's our favorite ride at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
And they
Nice.
really have some neat, unique gifts and shirts and clothes and everything you want in there. So
They do. It's and the first time I went into, this has been years ago, the first time I went through Memento Mori, I didn't really feel like they had a whole lot. I feel like Disney has so upped their game in Haunted Mansion merch in
no doubt
recent years, because they realize how popular that ride is. And absolutely, Mike, I can certainly understand. I can certainly understand why. And now you have those 50th anniversary light-up ears from the Haunted Mansion. So those were really cool. We were glad to see you wearing those. Yeah,
for sure. I was super proud. Like I saw that picture of Mike get posted out there accepting his Muppet Award pin, and I was like, those are the ears that we bought him.
That was so cool. That was so cool.
That was really cool. Yeah, so excited.
Yeah, definitely. We enjoyed that, and just thanks for this picture is so cool. Thanks for sending that, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike's a good guy.
Really neat. Awesome. Mike, do you know who came up with the idea for the gravediggers and the whole, they scrape their shovels against the pavement and it sparks, which is part of their dance routine. Do you have any idea who came up with the idea for that? Whoever it was a genius. Just one of our favorite parts of the Boo to You Christmas parade. Total crowd pleaser. So,
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And while we're looking for an answer from Mike on that, Jeffrey Resendez says, who will be hosting the show on this Saturday, you or your mom? And this week it's going to be Mom, I believe. So be on the lookout. Saturday, 8:15 Central. Mom's going to be doing filling in for Jillian, pinch hitting for Jillian. And so Jillian's going to be hanging out with some friends this weekend, and so unfortunately she will not be able to make What's Brewing with the Bones. She told me to give her condolences to all her fans, but she's serious about that show. I love how much Jillian really enjoys doing What's Brewing with the Bones on Saturday mornings. So she whenever I took over last week for her, because she was out of town visiting family, she said, don't mess it up. Don't let me lose. Don't let me lose any viewers. So I was like, all right, I'll do the best I can.
I think you did okay. So now the pressure is on for next week, obviously. We are, guys. I just saw Dean. Dean is in the chat. Thanks so much, Dean, at the Live Place.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
TheLivePlaceGuys.com is a TV guide, essentially, of family-friendly live streams. If you are looking at any time of day, almost, for somebody who's live streaming from the parks, or just doing a Disney live stream or another live stream, doesn't necessarily have to be Disney. There is a search engine that can change topics if you're looking for a different topic. But thanks, Dean, so much for hosting all of us over there. Dean is also listing this stream and all of our other streams, as you can see from the banner at the bottom of the page. It is Movie Mania Week, or Movie Marathon
Week.
And Movie Marathon Week. And we are, all of our great Disney YouTubers are doing a different movie. Songs, movies we love, movies we hate, specific movies, all types of different topics. So if you are a movie buff, go over there and check out the list under special events, I believe, is what it's listed under. So appreciate thank you for that.
Are y'all doing a movie on your Saturday stream?
On Saturday,
Jeff?
Yep. That's
okay.
We're doing Disney live action versus animated. So that's our topic.
I think that's a solid topic, and I'll have to tune in for it because I have some hot opinions on the on some of the live action movies.
I do too. They might not go over too well, but
yeah. Some of my opinions may be unpopular opinions, but I'll hold them nonetheless.
I do not hold anybody's opinions against them. You know, this is why America is so great, because you can have your opinion, I can have my opinion, and we can all be friends, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
We really do need more of that too. Like treat be human towards each other.
Right. Exactly.
Let's have a conversation. Let's be reasonable and be willing to converse and express potentially different opinions, and let's just be kind.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because we're not all going to agree. I have arguments with myself about things. So, we're not all going to agree on everything, but we don't necessarily have to agree on everything to be, to still be friends and to be close and be kind to each other. We really don't. So we can still appreciate each other. Let's be civil. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Right.
Dean, absolutely.
I'm not going to be civil if Eric steals my idea for tomorrow night, though. So.
Well, tonight we are talking about. Let's go ahead and get into Hocus Pocus. This movie is something of a phenom. Do you guys think? To me, it seems like Hocus Pocus has just kind of come into its own in the last few years and become more popular.
Go ahead, Will. You go first.
Okay. Yeah, I absolutely. I think it got a lot of airtime on ABC Family, which is now Freeform, which I have opinions on that, but that's for another time and place. But yeah, I think it's gotten a lot of play on ABC Family / Freeform over the years, and it's really picked up steam. I know a lot of kids at school, back in the day, whenever I was little, and we'll talk more about this on down the line, during the stream. But I think it's kind of that perfect, like, spooky, but like a safe spooky, and also not like gory or anything. Like it's just kind of like right in the right wheelhouse for like spooky enough, and maybe just like scary enough, but not too scary. So I think it kind of fits in a really good place, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. I think this movie bombed when it came out to the movie theater, right?
It
wasn't very popular.
It kind of did, yeah.
Yep.
It only made, let's see, how much money did it make? No, you're right, Jeff. It was not. It made $39 million at the box office, which, of course, by box office standards is nothing.
Right.
It's and so no, it was not a hit when it came out. It just wasn't.
But we just happened to be watching Freeform one night, and this was on.
Yeah.
And we were just like, this is the dumbest movie I've ever seen, But we kept watching it. We couldn't look away. And then it just happened to be on like the next night too, because it was on like and we watched it again. And and every time it's on, we keep watching it. I don't know why we keep watching it. And it just grew on us. It was like a wart, It just grows on you, and you just and now Angela dressed up as Winifred the one year for Halloween.
Yeah,
it just grew on us. It's like it's a Halloween tradition now. We need to watch Hocus Pocus.
Is there a picture out there on Instagram of Angela in the Winifred costume?
No, it was before we were even involved in YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah.
There may be a picture somewhere. Let me text her, see if she has a picture, and then
that would be great. Yeah, now a couple of years ago, I know that most of y'all know Jeff and his family at Dole Whip Dad and the YouTube channel. He and his family, or his girls, his wife and 2 of his daughters, dressed up as the Sanderson sisters a couple of years ago when they went to Disney. And he was Hades. He spiked his hair and, turned it blue as Hades. but they were so cute as the Sanderson sisters. Go over to their Dole Whip Dad Instagram and look for those pictures. Really, really cute. They did a great job. One of his daughters has red curly hair. She's a doll, and so she likes the redheads in the Disney community. But yeah,
Jillian, if you can credit or give me an assist real quick and bring me that Binks plush. I 100% forgot that we got the Binks plush that they put out on Shop Disney. Yeah, we did. We've got it, and I walked right past it on my way to come to this stream without grabbing it. So
yeah,
is that recent?
Yeah, she's already caught it once, and I watch it every season. I think, especially Disney fans, Hocus Pocus is a must do. The Sanderson sisters and Hocus Pocus have gotten a lot more play, with the stage show, the villain stage show at the Halloween party.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have, well, in fact, guys, I'm wearing my Hocus Pocus spirit jersey tonight from the Halloween party last year. And it has the back looks really great. It has the Sanderson sisters on the back. And I think it says something about a spelltastic party. So yeah, so they've gotten a lot more play in the park. And
Mike Wheeler says Hocus Pocus is like the Christmas story of Halloween.
It is.
It kind of is. Yeah.
It's another one. Another one for me is I don't think I'd ever seen the Christmas Vacation, which we're getting off topic here, but I don't think I'd ever seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation until I went to college. And now that's just like Hocus Pocus, and it gets played all the time,
right?
All during Christmas season. Right. So yeah,
Stacy, I know Stacy is not. Stacy does not like Christmas Vacation.
That's funny.
Which I personally don't understand, but again, we still love you, Stacy.
Yeah. And Stacy said, would it surprise anyone if I said I have all of the Hocus Pocus Funko Pops?
Nope.
They're currently available.
No.
That's impressive.
Yep.
Oh man, that's funny.
Danny said I've never seen Christmas Vacation ever. LOL. That's crazy because Mom and I the first time I ever saw your channel in the chat, I thought, is that what he's referring to? And so
we thought it was a reference.
Yes.
Is it? Well, and it may be, it may be the Griswolds, maybe the other vacation movies. But
yeah, and so that's funny. Welcome in, Lori Jean Carlson. Thank you for being here.
Oh man. Well, of course this movie has just kind of become something of a cult classic. I think it came out in 1993. It stars the comparable Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy. They play the Sanderson sisters, who are witches. It is set in Salem, and they are Winifred, Sarah, and Mary Sanderson. And it starts out in 1693 when the Sanderson sisters lure in the town of Salem's children to suck the life out of them for Halloween. That they stay young and beautiful forever. And so that's where it starts. It starts with
concept is a little bit macabre.
It is, definitely. But it is tempered by that Disney magic. And Thackeray Binks is the older brother, and his name is Thackeray, T-H-A, not Zachary. A lot of people mispronounce that Zachary. Thackeray Binks follows his sister into the woods. It's like a siren song. Sarah Sanders is wooing her in so that they can suck the life out of her, which they actually do. And so Emily is her name, and she dies. And the Sanderson sisters turn Thackeray into a cat. And basically, the Sanderson sisters are then caught by the townspeople and hung. Which is again,
spoiler alert for everybody in the chat that hasn't seen this movie. I think Russ said that he hasn't seen it.
Yeah, Russ, if you haven't seen it, I don't think it's going to just crush you to know something about the plot, but it is a fun movie. It is a lot of fun. But yeah, then they put a spell on Thackeray. They curse him to be a cat. They also they kind of cast a spell just before they're hung that they can return if, and this is not necessarily a Disney thing, but it is, I guess, if a virgin lights the black flame candle. There's a black flame candle in their house, and so they are to stay dead until such time as that happens on Halloween. It has to be a full moon Halloween too. So lots of
that's pretty specific.
Yeah,
pretty specific. And
they make reference to that specific word of the person that has to light the candle an awkward number of times.
Numerous.
I actually do.
Just enough to make you uncomfortable.
It does. It does. It's just a really neat movie. Of course, the thing that makes the whole movie work for me is the amazing talent of Bette Midler. Bette Midler is amazingly talented. She's wonderfully talented in this, and she has said in interviews that this actually is her favorite role of all of the roles that she's done. This is her favorite. I looked up a lot of trivia on imdb.com. If y'all are not familiar with IMDb, it's Internet Movie Database. Fantastic. If you're a movie buff, you have to know about IMDb because you can look up anything about television shows, movies, a lot of neat trivia for this particular movie on IMDb. So a lot of what I'm going to tell you tonight is from that. And just some really interesting stuff. The directors actually originally wanted Cloris Leachman to play Winifred Sanderson. So I thought that was imagine Cloris Leachman as Winifred Sanderson. I think Bette Midler probably did a better job. But.
Dances with Goofy Adventures says spoilers have an expiration date. Me.
Stacy points out that this Halloween is also a full moon. Yeah.
All right.
Uh-oh. Well,
of course that would happen in 2020.
Black candles.
Golly, of course. So nobody light any candles this Halloween.
Right.
They have disastrous consequences. So teenager Max Dennison, fast forward to 1993, teenager Max Dennison is having trouble adjusting to life in Salem. He and his family have just moved there from California, and he has to take his kid sister Danny trick-or-treating. So on a challenge, Max and Danny and Max's love interest in the movie, Allison, decide to go to the old Sanderson place to check it out. Legend has it that they put the Sanderson sisters put a hex on the house, and if a virgin lights the black flame candle on a full moon Halloween night, the witches will come back to life. Of course, Max lights the candle, the Sanderson sisters come to life, and then the kids spend Halloween night trying to stop them from stealing the lives of all of the children of Salem. So that's the plot. And it is, and hilarity ensues, obviously.
Yes. A lot of funny moments.
Do you have a favorite part of this movie, Jeff? What is it about this movie that you liked?
I didn't know how my kids, because they were younger when we first started watching this. I didn't know how they were gonna react to the Billy Butcherson character.
Yes,
that part's kind of scary, right?
Yeah.
The zombie.
Well, yeah, they're all like coming at like the whole graveyard shaking and everything, and then he like comes up. Yeah, I like as a kid, I can remember thinking to myself, like, I was initially like, oh, whoa, like this dude just came out of the ground, and it's like a zombie and everything, and I can remember like being really spooked by it, and then all of a sudden he goes from like they like bring him in as like a threat, but then he's like completely not a threat. He goes
outside.
Yeah, he goes from being a foe to a friend in a pretty much a hurry.
Yes.
And so like I was like, okay, he's okay, even though he's scary looking, he's okay.
And he was scary. And Mike is right. I had that Mike as one of my notes. At one point towards the end of the movie, when he does become more of a friend to the kids and he's on the kids' side and he's trying to help them defeat the witches, they cut the threads. His mouth is sewn shut. He's a zombie. So they cut the threads. When he opens his mouth and coughs, the moths that fly out of his mouth are real. They actually Doug Jones, who plays Billy Butcherson, revealed that at a 20th anniversary screening.
That's crazy.
The moths are real. They are not CGI. So I guess hats off to Doug Jones for being able to pull that off.
He's an incredible actor. I mean, he's got that weird lanky body shape, and he plays a lot of weird characters. So look up him on IMDb, and you'll see all the different roles he's played. He's been in a lot.
He is an interesting actor, and if you'll notice, he to be a zombie, he's kind of a ragdoll type character, and he's amazingly limber and amazingly, obviously the guy has to be a dancer, but he's very, very limber. He's tall, lanky. He did several guest spots on Star Trek. Well, my mind just went blank.
Apparently he was in Pan's Labyrinth, The Watch, Shape of Water.
Hellboy.
Yeah,
The Shape of Water,
too.
which I never saw. Did anybody see The Shape of Water?
I never saw it.
Yeah,
I know it was critically acclaimed, but I've never seen it.
No. I've never seen that one. But he was a Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. He did a lot of.
Russ says Jeff is tall and lanky. Does that mean he's a dancer?
Disco dancer, right? Disco dancer.
I guess rewind real quick. Disco Russ. All right. I watched some of your stream. Well, Dole Whip Dad had you and Angela on for a stream, and he brings up a Photoshop picture of you, I guess as Disco Jeff. And so what led to that? Can you give us recounting, like, how did this happen?
I'd rather not. No, it was
Not to put you on the spot, Jeff.
It's all Mike Wheeler's fault, basically.
Okay.
Mike Wheeler told everybody that I would disco dance in front of the castle when we hit 1,000 subs.
Oh, that's right.
So, okay.
Mike Wheeler's no longer my friend, and but it's not Photoshop, right, Mike? It's the real thing. Yeah.
What? Really?
Yes, I put that on. I put that on.
That's funny.
Not to get off the movie, but I put.
No, you're good. This is much better than the movie.
So right where the bathroom is, right by the fire station in Magic Kingdom, right to the left by the Emporium.
Yes.
I went in that bathroom. See, I did not wear it to the park. I I was hoping I got it through security because it was in my bag. The security guy looked at it and said, "What is this?" I said, "You don't want to know." So he let me through. I went in the bathroom. I put it on, and Angela made me walk all the way down Main Street to the castle, and then I had to dance for a minute.
Did they do like full on stopwatch? Like, go.
Yeah.
I'm
no. I'm like, okay, can I stop now? She's like, no, keep going.
So my other question to follow up was, is this footage captured on your channel, or is it strictly for Dis Our Dream home use?
Angela was live streaming it.
Oh my goodness!
So is it on the channel, Jeff?
Oh yeah, it's on the channel somewhere.
That is incredible. So I guess we're gonna have to do some digging to find out what live stream that was.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's my new mission. This
was right after my injury, though, so I wasn't too mobile.
Oh man. Well, I somehow I think probably the costume overshadowed the fact that you were not as mobile as you should have been. Oh man, that's right. I didn't know.
Jonathan Chong says Garrett is on it already.
Garrett knows it's there.
If anyone's going to have fun, if anyone in this world is going to have fun at Jeff's expense, it will be Garrett.
Yeah, I respect Jeff and never try to make fun of my friend.
Right. Okay, well, so
that's awesome.
Even though it's not nearly as interesting, back to the movie.
Yeah. Back on topic. Focus.
Mercy on Jeff. Let's go back to the movie. Just a couple of things about this. Let's see. The role of Max Dennison was originally offered to Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's interesting.
That was interesting. He turned it down to appear in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, which I've never seen. I've never seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
I've never seen that either.
That's a Johnny Depp movie, is it not?
I want to say.
I want to say so. Jillian is the authority on Johnny Depp. So if you're still in the chat, Jillian, let us know. But I think Johnny Depp's in that movie also, maybe.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat may know also, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's possible.
Stacey says yes.
Okay.
Sarah Jessica Parker. There were several scenes where they flew on the brooms. The witches flew on the brooms. Said that she found being in the flying broom harness so comfortable that instead of being lowered back down to the ground during the extended downtime between takes, she would stash a copy of the New York Times in a pocket to read while she just stayed up there. She kind of stayed up there, which I thought was really cute. Sean Murray, who played the human version of Thackeray Binks, was dubbed over by Jason Marsden, who was the voice of Kitty Cat Binks, because Marsden, they said, had more of an old world sounding voice, and so they used Kitty Cat Binks, Jason Marsden's voice. The film was released in July of '93 to take advantage of kids being off from school during summer, avoiding competition with The Nightmare Before Christmas, which was also slated for a Halloween release that same year, which is interesting because The Nightmare Before Christmas came out the same year. I thought it came out later. I really did.
So was Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
Isn't that the $1 million question?
Yeah.
Was it released for Halloween? Or
it was released for Halloween.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. According to IMDb.
I was legitimate asking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that movie too.
Yeah, I do too. And that's honestly,
that's another one that's coming to our radar within the last few years. And it's another one, here's Jack's among those characters in the parks that growing up, I was just mystified by Nightmare Before Christmas merchandise and Stitch merchandise because I knew like one girl at school that wore Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. I'm like, is no one else a fan of this movie? Like, and so like growing up, I was like, why do they keep making merchandise for Lilo and Stitch, which I know a lot of people love Lilo and Stitch, and why do they keep making it for Nightmare Before Christmas? But yeah, absolutely, there are plenty of people that love these movies.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I agree. Yeah,
especially within the the Disney community.
Mm-hmm.
There was a company, early CGI company called Rhythm and Hughes that created the kitty cat Thackeray Binks. They went to great lengths to ensure that his facial features were those of an actual cat. The studio found it too realistic. Notably, the fangs and the teeth on the cat, they felt it might be too scary. And so they made his fangs smaller and
interesting.
And less pointed. So
it was pretty traumatic whenever the cat gets run over.
It was.
As a kid, I was like, what? and then he just kind of like somebody like, I don't know, uses like a leaf blower. Yeah. It's just like a cartoon. And Jeff nailed it. All of a sudden he just pumps right back up and he's fine.
The cat that can't die.
Can't let the cat die. No, everybody can die but the cat.
Right.
There is an Easter egg in this, which I have not spotted yet because I've not thought to look at it. There is a child when the Sanderson sisters get off the bus. Remember, they take a bus into town. When they get off the bus, there's a child dressed as Mrs. Potts trick or treating. From Beauty and the Beast.
I think I've noticed that before, but I forgot which part it was during.
I thought that was cool. Jennifer Lopez auditioned for the role of Sarah Sanderson. I thought that was interesting.
Really? That's interesting too. Stacy says Sean Murray is now better known as Timothy McGee on NCIS.
Oh, okay.
And Dances with Goofy Adventures says Gilbert Grape had 8 Oscar wins and 6 nominations in addition. So yeah,
I've watch it.
I've never seen it.
Have you ever seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Jeff?
I have not. No.
We'll have to we'll have to take a look for sure.
And Jillian also confirmed that Johnny Depp is in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and she says he is the older sibling in it. It's one of the first movies that he did.
Interesting. So a very young Johnny Depp then.
Yeah.
That's what we need to take a look at and see. For those of you in the chat who've seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape, is it pretty good?
No, Jillian says she loved it. It's emotional. She says she has the DVD. Whoops. Didn't even know.
You can watch it. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
After the witches are, they look basically to try and get rid of them. The kids lure the witches to the school kiln, where it's just like a pottery class, and they have a kiln, which is like a huge oven, and they lure the witches into it, and they think they have burned them in the kiln. They've destroyed them. And so they're celebrating. Max celebrates in front of the house from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which is
interesting.
Yeah. And I looked when I was watching, the movie to get ready for this stream. It's there. It's when he starts celebrating. At first, they're in the schoolyard, but then the next scene, he's kind of out. He kind of runs out into the street, and there's the house. And it's down the street from the house that was used in Bewitched in 1964.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Jillian also wanted to make sure that we mentioned on the stream that the school that they use in that movie is apparently the school that they filmed the introduction to Friends in front of.
Yes, the fountain. The fountain is the one that they use in Friends. So lots of movie sets in this. I thought it was.
Garrett says Jeff and I love emotional movies. Jillian, can we borrow it so Jeff and I can have a cry fest?
Garrett.
Oh, me.
He's your buddy, Jeff.
I'm not admitting to that at all.
with friends like these.
Yeah.
It's like my husband always says, yeah, my buddy, right?
My buddy.
Oh me.
Oh my goodness. So okay, one of my favorite. Well, Jeff, why don't you? What is your favorite scene in this movie? Why don't we go to that? What is your very favorite scene in this movie?
I think the best scene is when Bette Midler sings. You've got a spell.
I've got a spell on you.
Mm-hmm. And and everybody starts dancing faster and faster until they dance themselves to exhaustion. And
that was another thing. As a kid, I was like, man, how irresponsible are these parents just letting coming in to party, the whole town, all the parents in on the party, or they're at, what's the girl's name? The love interest.
Yeah.
They're either at that party or they're at her house.
No parents are at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently there are still some people. There's still some people at home because there's somewhere for the kids to trick or treat. So
yeah, that's a good point.
Not everybody is at the party. But, yeah.
I was like, man, these parents are very irresponsible. Why don't these adults? This is me as a kid. Why don't these adults listen to the kid? Because obviously, it makes complete sense that he's coming to this police officer with his concerns about these witches coming back from the dead.
Right.
Yeah. That is actually my favorite part of the movie too. And I think, Bette Midler is man, what a talented actress she is and singer. Bette Midler was actually, and this was long ago and far away, you probably remember it, Jeff. Bette Midler was Johnny Carson's choice as his last guest on his show when he retired and turned the show over to, I guess it was Jay Leno. He chose Bette Midler that whole last week of his show. He chose his favorite actors and actresses to have on his guest. Robin Williams was his next to the last guest. Bette Midler was his last guest. And she was so good in that. She wrote a song for him and she sings a tribute to him. I'm sure it's on YouTube. I highly recommend that you go and watch that last show. But Bette Midler she's really a versatile actress of all the credits that she has. But she lists Winifred Sanderson as her favorite role. So, and guys, the good news is. And I've got this later on to mention this later on. They're going to make a 2. They're going to make
I think Mike Wheeler mentioned in the chat that he'd also heard rumblings of them making a sequel. I really hope that it's good. I really, sometimes I get really exhausted by what appears to be, just a straight up cash grab. And which, I mean, you obviously want to make movie, or you want to make money. Obviously, that's the end goal for Disney, is to make money with these movies. But I mean, from a fan perspective, you want them to put out quality stuff.
Right.
So hopefully it's good.
I hope Disney is really good at respecting. They try to take something, if they're going to do the sequel, I hope they realize how important this is to fans. And with Bette Midler being a part of the project, it's hard to screw it up. So
hopefully,
I've read that all of the original actors and actresses have signed on for the sequel.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Jillian says her favorite is any scene with Ice, the one of the bullies, and the other punk boy. And she loves when they call the Sanderson sisters show up to trick or treat at that guy's house, and he's dressed up as the devil, and they're referring to him as Master because they're witches. Yeah. But that's Jillian said she loves whenever that happens too. I was gonna say quick rewind, and I apologize to Jillian in advance. But Allison, me as as a young boy watching this, Allison was definitely one of those early crushes. Watching this movie as a kid, I thought she was really pretty.
She's played by Vanessa Shaw, and she is very pretty girl. So.
And real quick, thanks for being here, Tina. Sorry you had to sound like you said nobody. Let's see. Looking here, where was it?
I'm sorry, I've been talking so much. I haven't been keeping up in the chat, guys. I'm sorry.
I lost it. Let's see. Tina says, "Sorry, I'm late. Had to walk the whole way. Nobody would pick me up." Where are you walking from, Tina?
Tina, that's terrible.
Was it uphill both ways as well?
In the snow.
Oh, Jillian says, "Well, yeah, Max was a hottie too." All right. So we're even. We're even. Oh, Tina says, "I was hitchhiking." That's appropriate.
There you go. There you go. We love hitchhikers. Here now, interesting thing there that he brought up. The guy who plays the devil. It's like this that they go trick or treating, and the Sanderson sisters. There's the owner of the house is dressed up as the devil, obviously for Halloween, and his wife, is there. The interesting, really fascinating thing about this is that is played by Gary and Penny Marshall.
Right.
And, everybody knows them. Gary and Penny Marshall are huge in movies and TV. They are uncredited in this movie. And they play husband. They're actually brother and sister, but they play husband and wife in the movie, which everybody kind of found kind of creepy. And I thought, but it's acting, but they were hilarious. They were really, to see this short cameo by Penny Marshall, and she plays the wife, and she's got the curlers in her hair, and, the robe. It's hilarious. She's just, it's just a really funny, piece of the, movie. And she ends up, telling the Sanderson sisters to leave because they think that her husband, who's dressed as the devil, is their master. And so she kicks him out of the house, and Winifred says, "Well, make us leave." And so she sticks this little dog on him, and the dog, runs him out of the house. It's really a cute scene.
Yeah.
It is really a cute scene.
Amy of AJC Magic TV says, "Bette Midler is great. Her daughter is almost an exact double of her when the Disney Legendary Awards were given out."
Oh, really, Amy? I've never seen it.
Dances with Goofy Adventures said they mentioned on the news the other day they're going to do a Zoom reunion as well for Hocus Pocus, I'm thinking. And also there were a couple of people that shared a link to Jeff doing the disco dance in the comments. I won't put it up on the screen to try to spare Jeff a little bit. We would like to have Jeff back on the show at some point.
Come back, guys. So go read them. If y'all don't mind, but thanks for posting that link because I will be watching.
We'll have to go back and review it for research purposes. Strictly.
Everybody that goes over to watch Jeff in the disco outfit, you have to give it a like. You're obligated to give him a like for that.
That's not likable. No.
You're obligated. If you go watch it, you're obligated to do it. Absolutely.
Garrett keeps posting. Garrett is not my friend.
Me.
He keeps insisting that he is.
Yeah. Don't let him fool you. Yeah, Gary Marshall's incredible. He's a brilliant man who was behind many movies and many TV shows. And
he was Jeff. And I think back. When I was a teenager, a child and a teenager, so many times, all of the more popular sitcoms of that era, he was a part of. He was, he was a writer, he was a producer. Amazing talent.
Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley.
Oh yeah, Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley. Just Mork and Mindy, wasn't he?
Mork and Mindy. Yep, Mork and Mindy. Yep.
Of course, where Robin Williams got his start. just a lot of them. I'm sure if we looked up his credits, they're long, but he and Penny do cameos, uncredited cameos,
Right.
in this movie, and it's great. It is a great scene. So, yeah.
Oh my. Let's see. What in the world is Russ? Russ says, I heard he would wear the disco outfit on Astro Orbiter when they hit 2000.
Okay, Jeff, is there any truth to this rumor?
I don't think Jeff would ever agree to this.
Nope.
Oh my.
Okay, so when you hit this YouTube milestone, what can we expect?
2000?
Yeah. What do you think?
We can discuss what might happen, but I'm not going to commit to anything at this particular moment.
Okay. Well, okay.
Mom, I can't show it off, but real quick, Stacy Rogers sent some pictures of her Hocus Pocus pops to us on Instagram. If you want to show those off, I'm using my phone to stream tonight.
Yeah, those pops. Now I have seen those pops, but I've never seen them available to purchase.
Stacy, I believe I want to say Spirit Halloween is selling a 3-pack of them this year with each of the Sanderson sisters on their brooms flying.
Wow.
Oh my gracious. Mike has sent, okay, let me get to, okay. Mike has sent a couple. Oh my gosh. Okay. I've got several good pictures have come in here. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Stacy. Where is yours? Okay, here we go. Yeah, here are these are so cute, guys. Wow. Okay, these are the Sanderson sisters pops. Let me see if I can get. Is that adorable?
They're all looking into the cauldron. The cauldron's bubbling, and obviously got the fire underneath it too.
Those are absolutely adorable.
They look just like them too. That's so funny.
It's solid.
Oh yeah. It absolutely does. This is Billy Butcherson.
Oh
my
God.
God.
I like that one.
Look at his mouth and everything. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jeffrey Resendez says that Hocus Pocus is going to be on Freeform on Friday. So just a heads up for anybody that hadn't seen it that wants to see it. And it's also on Disney Plus. That's where we saw it. It is on
Disney Plus. Yeah, it is on Disney Plus.
Jillian says the Sanderson sister pops are the ones I want, and of course the ones Will won't buy.
Oh, those are just,
I need to take a look at it, Jillian.
Those are the vacuum.
Cute. Those are too cute, guys.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That's
so yeah,
funny.
while the Sanderson sisters are in the house with the guy dressed as the devil, some little kids come by and steal their brooms, and you hear them off screen fly away on the brooms, and so they have to make do. And is it Mary that ends up with the vacuum?
Mary ends up with a vacuum.
Yes. She's flying a vacuum.
In a closet. So I've got another picture here, guys, just quickly of Mike that y'all just absolutely have to see.
Yeah, that's great.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh.
That's too cool.
A great picture. Can y'all see that pretty good?
Yep.
Yeah. That's Mike, and he's with Mickey, who's dressed in a jester outfit.
Yeah.
And looks like one of the ballroom dancers.
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool too.
What a great, they are. They are. What a great picture. Thanks so much for that, Mike. What were you saying, William? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just wanted to show that picture was too cool.
Oh no, you're good. I was talking about how how Mary Sanderson ended up with the vacuum.
Oh yeah. And it's like, their brooms get stolen when they're at the devil's house, the master's house.
A broom, a mop, and a vacuum, Mike Wheeler says. Yeah, and the vacuum is a Hoover. Mike says.
Their brooms are stolen. So when they have to fly, they go to the broom closet that's there in their house, which was then turned into a museum. And there's a mop and a vacuum cleaner. And Mary gets stuck with the vacuum cleaner. which comes in handy later in the graveyard scene
Mm-hmm.
because the cord of the vacuum cleaner becomes a hindrance to Mary in the graveyard scene. So, yeah, that was really neat. I obviously I think you put a spell on me. The scene where Winifred sings at the city hall party is my favorite.
Yeah.
Favorite thing.
Well, it's great because Max is trying to out her to everybody, like trying to tell all these parents, like it's them, like they're back from the dead, and none of them believe him. And she plays into it perfectly. It's like, oh, I've got a spell on you, or I put a spell on you, and now you're mine.
It's fantastic. Yeah,
it's great.
It's worth watching the movie just to see that scene.
Yeah,
it really is.
For anybody who hasn't seen it, if you want to, just go to YouTube and watch, watch the. I don't know. I'm sure there's some sort of clip of just that scene, and you're probably solid if you want the Reader's Digest version of the movie.
Right.
We've talked a little bit about the Halloween party and the fact that they do have a stage show there in the Magic Kingdom for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Mm-hmm. And when I went in 2019, this is the Amuck cupcake. And it's kind of hard to see it, but it has, it was a huge cake, guys. This thing was like a mini cake. It would have been enough easily to feed 4 people.
I'm trying to remember, did you end up putting that in a Ziploc bag because you didn't finish it all?
I did. I couldn't finish all of it. I put that thing in a Ziploc bag and took it home because it was so good. All of that, it's the Sanderson sisters around a cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the little bubbles are little green pearls. And all of that black, that whole part is frosting. So if you're a frosting fan, this Amuck cupcake, it's really good. Delicious.
Shout out to all the cast members that work on these treats because they're they're little works of art is really what they are. And on top of that, they're delicious. So shout out, big shout out to all the cast members that that make these awesome looking treats for us to eat that are also delicious.
Yeah, it was absolutely wonderful.
Never met a cupcake I couldn't finish.
I never had these people, Jeff, who say, oh, well, it was just too sweet.
Too sweet.
What?
Couldn't be sweet enough for me.
Yeah,
sweeter the better.
Same boat.
I'm right there with you. I just too sweet. I'm unfamiliar with the concept. I don't get it.
Yep.
So
Mike Wheeler commented the word book. But it's funny because the way that he's spelled it out, it's whenever you see something and you can hear it, and so reading the word book, I know exactly what he's referring to because I can hear Bette Midler saying book
with the eye on it.
Calling her spell book, exactly.
Yeah,
she's calling her spell book. And I have seen that spell book, and I'm sure probably any bakery that's worth their salt can recreate that book as a cake. I've seen that book as a book.
Yep, there it is.
Book in the book, right? Yeah, that's classic.
Yeah. Real quick, have a good night, Jillian. Love you. Thank you for taking care of the big boy, so I could be on the stream.
We appreciate you, Jillian. Yeah, the book is creepy and mysterious, Amy.
Mm-hmm. And I think by the very end of the movie, where the book opens up its eye, I guess is the way that they could kind of lead into the sequel if they do actually come through on it.
That's true. They could. I hadn't thought of that.
And the book has been in the gift shop for 200 years, and nobody's thought to open it or.
Mm-hmm.
Why does this thing have an eye on it?
Right. Yeah. And
hey, welcome in. Rachel Loves Disney and My Backyard Science.
Rachel loves Disney.
Thanks for being here.
Hey, My Backyard Science. It's good to see you guys. Thanks for dropping in. I think we're going to wrap it up pretty quick here. It's pretty late for Jeff, and my carriage is turning into a pumpkin too. And as much as I hate to leave good company, because y'all have been awesome.
This is a great stream.
Really look forward to seeing you. Jeff, we're so glad you joined us. And
thanks for having me. This
sacrificing sleep.
Yeah, for sure. And I know Jillian especially. She's got to have a certain amount of sleep, and if she doesn't get it, the next day is just tough on her. And so I don't know how well you do with less sleep, but we sincerely appreciate you being on.
I'm fine. She needs her sleep.
Well, please tell her that we missed her, because we would have loved to have seen her. We miss her. We love Angela. So
I will.
Any closing remarks on the movie, guys?
Oh, real quick, Rachel Loves Disney says, Will, I tagged you in the comments of the Funko Pop tag on my timeline. I want you to do it. I don't know what it is. Can you look it up, Mama? I'm kind of concerned as to what this might be.
Let's see. What did she say? Funko Pop comments. I don't know. We'll have to look.
I'll look for it on my laptop while
while
we're getting close to wrapping up here.
We'll look it up.
Let's see.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I think the reason that this movie just kind of as a like I said, a wrap up, I think the reason this movie has become so popular and is one that we watch over and over and over every Halloween. I've even watched it when it's not Halloween, just because I think it's a fun movie. It has the right balance of fun and scary, and it's not too scary. It's not so scary. It has the acting is a lot of fun. It's not a deep thinking movie. It's just a fun movie. It's just a fun holiday movie. The sisters are hilarious. Sarah Jessica Parker and Kathy Najimy and Bette Midler do a phenomenal job as the Sanderson sisters. The costuming for them is really fun. It's just fun. I think that's why it's so popular. What do you think, Jeff?
Yeah, I also think that the parks have been merchandising the movie more and more. Like if you look around the Magic Kingdom, they have the spirit jerseys. They have last year for the Halloween party, they had shirts with the Sanderson sisters. I mean, if Angela sees something with the Sanderson sisters on it, she'll buy it because she loves the movie. Yeah. So they have her on the on their little pink wrapper and the little pink. But I think the stage show at Halloween, you see that like 3 times a night, during Halloween parties. They're marketing these characters now, and then you get to see the movie, and you can relate to that. You go, oh yeah, we saw them at Magic Kingdom. Right? It's a fun movie, right? It's fun. I mean, there's they harp on the V word a little bit a lot in the movie.
Just enough to make you uncomfortable for sure.
Yeah. But,
so like, what are we doing here?
It was it's just a fun movie to watch.
My parents should be glad that I never asked them like, hey, what does this mean?
Yeah.
It is fun. I think that's it's longevity, it's staying power.
Right.
It just a lot of good talent, and I truly hope that they do a good job with the sequel, because it is said to be in the works. So we'll see if they can do it.
Thackeray.
There we go. He's Binks has made an appearance on the stream.
Oh my gosh, look at it, Sphinx.
Yeah. So awesome. It's really funny because his collar's in the shape of a coffin.
Yep.
Oh, it is. Look at that.
And Jillian also said to make sure to acknowledge that this is the little sister.
That's her hat.
That's Danny. Hat. This is Danny's hat.
Oh,
okay. All right.
Yeah, because she had on a hat and it had a
little ribbon on it.
It did. It absolutely did.
It's great plush.
I need that.
there's a family that we know from church, and all three, they've got three girls, and each one of them has one of the Sanderson sister plushes, and then the boys have the Binks plush. But she dressed them up. Was it last year? Dressed them up last year as the Sanderson sisters, and one of those little girls did the little lip thing that Mary Sanderson does. That looks so funny.
How cute.
And she also had a vacuum, and so it was a whole. The pictures were just too funny.
Aw,
Really cute.
that is.
Rachel, no, I wasn't able to find it. I was trying to dig for it, and so I'm sorry I wasn't able to find it.
Rachel, sorry about that. We'll find it.
But for sure, I'll make sure to slide it into the next stream if I can track it down, Rachel.
Fine. Guys, I think we ought to probably wrap it up here. Just a couple of quick things that I wanted to mention. The Magic Kingdom entrance sign is getting a makeover. You know, the big sign that you go in where you pay to park. It's going to be navy and gold. And it was like a light blue and a white. So it's going to be navy and gold. It's getting a makeover probably for the 50th anniversary coming up. Construction has also begun on the Great Ceremonial House at the Polynesian. The monorail service has been discontinued until it's complete. Now, I haven't heard how long they're going to take to do that construction. Have you heard a date on that, Jeff?
It's got to be a while.
I would think so, because they're planning a big update.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the Poly, guys, that part of the Poly anyway is going to be closed, and that makes me really sad. I do have reservations at
Kona
Cafe when we go, and so I'm looking forward to that. But I am sad that the monorail service is going to be discontinued for the length of that update.
Doesn't that surprise you that they're doing this with all the things under construction and the financial constraints that they're under right now? Doesn't that surprise you that they would go ahead with that?
I also saw that there's going to be like 4 or 5 days in November that Frozen Ever After is going to be down.
Yep.
And so I was like, seriously?
Yeah, I know that they're trying to get, some things ready for the 50th. I get that, but I'm like you, Jeff, this Great Ceremonial House at the Poly, that's their main lobby, and with the iconic, tiki, used to be that great big fountain. And I'm kind of surprised that they would take it down. Maybe, they're really trying hard to get it done, before the end of the year, before the 50th, I would hope. Maybe they're prioritizing their projects for the 50th. Maybe that's what they're doing, Jeff. I was kind of surprised to see that too right now.
Yeah, I just find it hard. I just find it hard to believe that they would undertake another project when they could leave that alone. And I think people would be absolutely fine with that because, we were just there last week. It's beautiful, right? I mean, the Poly lobby. What can you say, right? The Tiki Man, the smell.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, I don't like change, but I like change. So
right. And I get, I'm right where you are. I found it really unusual that they chose now to do it. That they, especially with, I don't know why this particular project that's so huge on such an iconic resort property there. The Poly is probably the most iconic resort on property.
Mike says that the Poly should be done May or June of next year, he thinks.
Well, that's too long, Mike.
Yeah. But, I remember when they took, there used to be a huge water feature in there, right?
Yeah.
And they took that out to make the lobby more spacious, more sitting area, more open, right?
Yeah.
And now they're refurbing it again.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Maybe they're picking their battles and try to do the small projects. This is not a little one, Russ.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Also puts people back to work, and I get that costs money, but
that's true.
Already. That's probably true, Russ. That's probably true. But and again, I do have reservations at Kona Cafe. When I go, looking forward to it. I'm gonna do a monorail crawl. I'm gonna start at the Contemporary, get some snacks in there, take the monorail over to the Grand Flow, look around there a little bit, and then take the walkway and go to my reservation at Kona Cafe. Hope to do a live stream on that. But looking forward to it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Rachel, I did see your message come across. Just a heads up. And then let's see. I'll definitely have to check that out once the stream is over. And let's see. On the Poly, they're doing some renovations to kind of incorporate Moana, right?
They are. I think that's part of it. And just when I got used to Lilo and Stitch.
That's funny.
So, and I love Moana. But anyway, moving right along.
Leave it alone.
Amen, Jeff. Say it again.
I'm
with you. Just leave it alone. We love it the way it is.
Get Ohana open back up.
Yeah.
There you go. Get
Ohana open. I mean, It's not like it's a buffet where you're going up to get your stuff, right?
Exactly.
Bring me my pineapple bread and bring me.
There you go. Absolutely. I want my coconut meatballs and my Dole Whip, and I'm happy. I'm good. And yeah, and the thing about it is, Jeff, I think too, like people like me and so many of us who are so anxious to get back to Disney, that's part of going back to Disney. Not to mention Trader Sam's. Trader Sam's is going to have to stay closed for the duration of this too. Probably
it's just too small.
It is too small. But it's really popular.
It is.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think for right now, they would have been good to just leave it as is, get everything open, get that open, because so many people love the Poly. So, yeah, but this is what they're doing. So, a couple of things we wanted to mention. Join us for our new live stream on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Mania at 12 p.m. on Thursdays, 1 p.m. Eastern. We're discussing 2 episodes per week from season 1 of The Mandalorian as we count down to season 2, which begins on October 30th. So we're pretty excited about that. We had our first stream last Thursday and looking forward to doing episodes 2 and 3. 3 and 4. This coming Thursday with that, and it's at lunch. So for those of you who are at lunch, maybe you can take your lunch break with us and pop in. And of course, Jeff, we'd always love for you to pop in on that. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So looking forward to that, and of course, Jillian's stream this coming Saturday. The latest episode of What's Brewing with the Bones. Jillian will be out, but I'm going to take her place this Saturday, so I hope I can do her proud. And that is at 8:15 Central, 9:15 Eastern on Saturday morning. So that's a morning stream. So y'all try to join us for that. We also have a couple of channel announcements that are pretty cool. On Tuesday, October 20th, Amy at AJC Magic TV is going to be joining us. Amy is a former cast member, and so she's going to join and tell us about. We're really excited about this. She I believe went on adventures with the fairy godmother and several other characters, and so we are anxious to hear about Amy's years as a cast member. We love Amy, and if you're not familiar with her channel, it's AJC Magic TV, and you should get over there and check out her content because she has some really good streams. So looking forward on October the 20th to see Amy. And then next week, Okay. Next week, William, we will have been on YouTube for 1 year.
I know, that's crazy.
Yeah, it will be our 1 year YouTube anniversary. And on the 13th, which is next week's regular Hitchhiker Chat, we're going to celebrate our 1 year YouTube anniversary. And we're probably going to have some special guests then too, Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just let me know.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll have several guests on to, it really seems, really doesn't seem like it's been a year since we started our channel. And
I know, it's crazy. Mom went live solo with the first Hitchhiker Chat.
Yeah.
And since then, we haven't missed a Tuesday. One of us, there's I think one Tuesday Mom has missed since then.
Mm-hmm.
And Jillian and I did the stream, but
yeah, and I was in the chat that Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So I was.
Thank you, Russ. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Russ. And we have up on our channel, we just got William's live stream. You can check that out at the Disney store. Was our 100th video. So this is 101. So we've got 100 videos up. So some cool channel milestone.
I'm gonna do the old Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
hold up 100 on a piece of paper. I think it was Wilt whenever he did that. There's that iconic picture of him after he scored 100 points in a game.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah, there you go. That works great, actually. So next week, y'all join us for that celebration. We're going to be celebrating our one year YouTube anniversary. Yeah. So, and Jeff, we hope y'all can pop in.
Definitely.
And Angela too. If she doesn't have to stay very long.
She's up there. She's up there sawing lumber.
I honestly don't blame her because I really am an early to bed, early to rise person myself, and I have been ever since high school. My sister used to make fun of me in high school because at 9 o'clock my carriage was turning into a pumpkin, and I've just always been that way. But I'm a morning person, so yeah. So I totally relate to Angela.
What's coming up on your channel, Jeff? I know you said you've got live action versus animated coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, so Saturday, staying along with the movie marathon, Dean's movie marathon. You can check out everybody at theliveplace.com. Yeah. But we're going to be doing the Disney live action versus the Disney animated features. So we're going to be like Cinderella versus Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast versus Beauty and the Beast. Like, which one?
That should be interesting.
Yeah. And then
should be good.
Thursday we have we have Dreaming with the Mouse on our channel at 5 p.m. Eastern. And Friday we have Pizza Night with Kenzie and Tracy on our channel. So it's going to be a busy end of the week.
Yeah, and that's Kenzie Days and Tracy Glenn. Kenzie, Kenzie Days' dad. I believe is the name of his channel. Yeah. Let's see. I saw y'all did, was it on Tracy's channel? Y'all just did the Spider-Man Far From Home Nerd Talk this past Sunday. Yes. What's next for Nerd Talk?
This Sunday on Nerd Talk, what we're going to be doing is, now that we've done all the movies, we're going to be placing them in tiers. So we're going to, there's 6 different buckets, and we're going to place all the movies in those buckets.
I like it.
We're going to rank them basically. So we're going to have our favorites to the least favorites, and there might be some surprises in the stream. Like, somebody might think that was a great one, but somebody puts it down in the, don't go see things. So that'll be fun.
That's been a really fun series. Of course, William and I are huge Marvel fans, and so and of course Russ, with What in the World with Russ. He's in the chat, has just a lot of knowledge of the comic book universe and the MCU and the whole thing. So everybody on that stream brings a piece of knowledge to the table. And then Angela, of course, was just kind of getting on the bandwagon and watching, as you guys rolled out these episodes. So it's really been a lot of fun, to hear her impressions of, because it's always interesting to me to hear somebody's impressions of movies that I love and have loved for years, because it's a fresh perspective. So her comments have been a lot of fun, I think.
It's been difficult, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of questions.
Well, and complicated, because the MCU is, man, there's a lot to unpack. So
yeah, absolutely.
No small order there.
No.
Russ says Tracy is an expert in time travel.
Oh, don't get him started.
Right. Okay, guys, you want to wrap it up, William? Wrap us up.
So yeah, we've covered, our channel announcements. These are Dreams channel announcements, and also too, we're looking forward to Saturday to probably a little bit of trade off between me and Mom. We'll have to I'll have to warm up in the bullpen maybe, or trade off jumping on the stream. But really looking forward to that. Appreciate the invite, and once again, thank you so much for being on our show this week and potentially next week too. And so. Yeah. Really appreciate y'all, being on the East Coast, being an hour and ahead. It's pretty late there, but I try to remember. Yeah, we go live every Tuesday night, 9:00 p.m. Central Time for the Hitchhiker Chat. Got the Mando Chat on Thursdays now at 12:00 noon, and the 8:15 a.m. What's Brewing with the Bones show on Saturday mornings. And then let's see, we've got if you're a YouTube creator and don't have TubeBuddy, give it a look. We've got a link, an affiliate link down in the description if you want to check it out. It's free. There is a paid version, but it helps you out with the better tags, better titles for your videos, so on and so forth. So give it a look. It's supposed to help boost your channelytics. And then we check us out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. We're at the Hitchhiking Bones on most of those. I think we're Hitchhiking on Twitter. So check that out in the description. Yeah. And then we've got our address if you want to send some mail in the description. And is there anything I'm missing, Mom?
I think that's it. I think we have covered it.
All righty. Well, thanks again. And thanks to everybody in the chat. Thanks to everybody watching on the replay. Absolutely. And thank you, Jeff.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Let's see. Real quick, I'll run through everybody. If I missed you, I'm terribly sorry. I try to do the best I can, writing down everybody's channel names that joined in on the chat. Shout out to Aunt Joy. Shout out to Mike Wheeler, Dean the Turkey Legster, AJC Magic TV, Dances with Goofy Adventures, What in the World with Russ, The Live Place, Monarch Moments, Car Key, Jeffrey Resendez, Happily Ever Yachty, This Our Dream, Griswold Family Vacay, Jonathan Chong, Piglet Rue Loves Disney, Stacy Rogers, Kadani Sean, Lori Jean Carlson, Jillian Vone, The Hitchhiking Bones, T. McNeil, DCS, Rachel Loves Disney, and My Backyard Science. And again, if I missed you, I'm terribly sorry. I do the best I can. The chat was moving pretty quick tonight. I appreciate all the interaction. We're having fun, and we look forward to every Tuesday night getting to talk to y'all. But so thanks again, everybody. What do we have going on here? Don't forget to check out Disco Jeff. Oh, no. I wasn't going to say it. No. I was going to let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. Oh, me.
Mikey, I thought you were my friend too.
Jeff, we really
Y'all take it easy on Jeff. But again, thanks to everyone for watching our video. Thanks to Jeff for being on the stream. And
we appreciate
thanks
it.
again, everyone. And hurry back. Bye, everyone.
Thanks again.
Have a great week.
We'll see you soon. Yeah, have a great week,
Jeff.
everybody. Bye-bye.